Hayden Kho opens up about his scandalous past. Find out what he said. It is always right to give credit where credit is due, and for Hayden Kho, he accomplished something that is definitely worth noticing. The recent father shared on Instagram the inner peace he has recently found. Hayden posted on Thursday, October 20, a photo of Scarlett Snow and the mother of his child, Vicki Belo, soundly sleeping. He shared how his mistakes were a way for God to teach him valuable life lessons that he needed. I am beginning to see that God allowed me to fall into the sins of the flesh years ago in order to teach me an important lesson on humility and to turn me into the kind of man He can use for His purposes. A real man capable of leading responsibly and loving genuinely, Kho said in the post. For this I am thankful. Because now that I have Scarlett Snow, I realized it's true, it does take a real man to be a real father, Hayden confessed. It may be presumed that Hayden was alluding to his scandalous past, when he was linked in a video controversy involving several women. But it's clear as sins of the flesh is ancient history, at least for him. Last May, Vicki and Hayden admitted they have a baby daughter, Scarlett Snow. They have since been showing social media that they're one big, happy family. Invite you to watch the video. DLSU professor call out Trilling after he called Duterte a communist. What was he doing making those trips to China during the past administration? Senator Antonio Trilling III has been one of the most talked about names in the media for this month, as he has been clashing and arguing with a lot of politicians and experts alike, always constantly trying to prove a point. One professor called him out for his recent claims. During the recent actions of President Rodrigo Duterte to sever ties with the U.S. and strengthen China relations, Senator Trilling said that his decisions resemble that of a communist. A certain De La Salle University political science professor, Antonio Contreras, reacted to this by saying that China has become a state monopoly capitalist society, and has become the principal lender, with interest, to many countries including the bastion of capitalism, the good old USA. The professor also reminded Trilling of his trips to China and asked, what was he then doing making those trips to China during the past administration if not dealing with these so-called communists? The post of the professor has gotten the attention of many Filipino netizens. One Facebook user said, "Puro sila a socialist. Pinsan ng communism." This got the professor in Contreras stirring and corrected the Facebook user, telling him to repeat the subject of political economic theory. Invite you to watch the video. In our Killilang jeepney driver beaten up by police, wasn't even part of protest group on U.S. Embassy, the Philippine National Police, PNP, are in hot water due to their violent dispersal of the protesters and various indigenous groups last Wednesday at the U.S. Embassy compound. Among the many victims of the scuffle was 23-year-old jeepney driver Raymark Sumalbag, who was seen on video lose consciousness and fall after being beaten up by police authorities. According to GMA News TV's SONA last Thursday, Sumalbag was forced to stay overnight in the hospital due to the injuries acquired from being beaten up by police. One video taken during the commotion shows Sumalbag was seen driving a jeepney filled with protesters when he stopped in front of the authorities who earlier hit the jeepneys that came before him. Before the incident, many also took footage of how a cop brutally ran over protesters using a police vehicle in front of the U.S. Embassy in Roxas Boulevard. Sumalbag was found in his home bedridden and still unable to move due to the injuries he suffered from being hit multiple times. He not only carries the pain brought by the incident but also bears grudges against the authorities. Although Sumalbag is hesitant to file charges against the police, he asks that justice for the violence be served. The head of PNP however has assured that, along with the violent dispersal, Sumalbag's case was already being investigated by the authorities. Invite you to watch the video. Japan promises good relations with PH even after Duterte's change in foreign policy. The powerful country of Japan has declared that it is still willing to maintain good relations with the Philippines despite the recent changes in foreign policy that President Rodrigo Duterte has made. This information was made clear by the representative from the Japanese embassy, Atsushi Ueno, Deputy Chief of Mission and Minister for Political Affairs. If President Duterte has a new idea in the foreign policy, I think Prime Minister Abe would like to listen to Duterte's explanation in the discussion with him. he told local reporters. This announcement by the Japanese government was made a day after President Duterte officially announced the shift in foreign policy that saw the cutting of military and economic ties with America while strengthening the alliance with China and Russia. Just 3 days after the president's state visit to China and Brunei, he will then be going to Japan for an official visit on October 25 to 27. The official visit is seen to further bolster the strong strategic partnership between the Philippines and Japan. A bold scope of bilateral discussions between the president and Japanese leaders will include security, economic and defense cooperation, infrastructure development and development projects in Mindanao, among others, said PCO Operations and Special Concerns Assistant Secretary Anna Marie Banog. According to Banog, Japan is the top trading and official development assistance partner of the Philippines in 2015 and the years prior that. Duterte also plans to meet with the Filipino community in Tokyo as well as top business leaders. He will also observe the process of Japanese shipbuilding in Yokohama City. Invite you to watch the video. Luise takes sexiest woman Jessie to Star Magic Ball. Actress Jessie Mendiola and television host Luise Manzano walked the red carpet of the Star Magic Ball on Saturday together, unfazed by the negative criticism their close relationship has received. Mendiola, who was named the sexiest woman in the country last year, opted for a relatively simple backless dress by John Rufo, while Manzano matched his sleek, dark tuxedo with an eye-stealing red bow tie. Asked if they are dating, Manzano said, "Our smiles speak for ourselves. Young interview Nia saw tonight with Boy Abunda, and our interview with your guys, it leaves a smile on our faces. And for me, that's the most important thing. We're jolly, we are ecstatic over what we have between us right now." Manzano added that he and Mendiola have decided to take their time in this relationship. "There's a reason why we are letting everything fall into place," he said. The two are long rumored to have been dating, with some even tagging Mendiola as the reason behind the breakup of Manzano and actress Angel Locsin. Manzano has since cleared Mendiola's name, but has still refused to detail his split with Locsin. Since the controversy with Locsin first blew up, Manzano and Mendiola have shied away from being seen in public, and refrained from posting photos of themselves together on social media. However, in recent weeks, it appears that the pair have become comfortable in talking about their rumored romance in public. In an interview on Tonight with Boy Abunda, Mendiola admitted that she is open to the idea of marrying Manzano. She was asked, "If there is one person, if there is one man, that you will marry at this point in your life, would that be Luise Manzano?" To which Mendiola replied, "Yes." A portion of the proceeds from the 10th Star Magic Ball will be donated to Link Out Kapamilya for the benefit of the victims of Typhoon Haiyan. Get an inside look at Star Magic Ball 2016. For exclusive updates, photos, and videos, visit our live blog. Invite you to watch the video. Pacman Sparse leaves for Los Angeles. Manny Pacquiao trained hard behind closed doors yesterday afternoon and was scheduled to board an evening flight to Los Angeles for the final push as his welterweight title clash against Jesse Vargas draws closer. Head trainer Freddie Roach ordered the doors to the Allure Gym near Mall of Asia locked the moment Pacquiao arrived for his final workout in Manila. It was sparring day for the 37-year-old Pacquiao, and Roach wanted to make sure they make the most out of their final workout before they head to Los Angeles. He just sparred 10 rounds then did the mitts. The gym was locked down for the whole training session, Mike Conch told the Star. Close at X. Pacquiao went down with the flu more than a week ago. His handlers blamed it on the fact that too many people are being allowed inside the gym while training goes on. "We have to do this to ensure he doesn't get sick a few days before the fight against Vargas," said Conch. Sportshub, article Merck, page match, 1, section match, 1. Coach Freddie had been complaining about the presence of many people at the gym during the training session, he added. But it's Pacquiao who's really letting them in because he loves being surrounded by people and fans circling the ring as he trains. Pacquiao was to board the 9 p.m. Philippine Airlines flight to Los Angeles with his wife, Jinky, and his team members, including Roach, who arrived in Manila 4 weeks ago. The Filipino boxing superstar who just retired last April is coming back to fight for the WBO welterweight crown which he used to own. "I can't wait to fight. I really miss boxing," said Pacquiao. With Senate in recess, Pacquiao was a free man. His legislative duties kept him from leaving the country to train for the coming fight. Instead, he chose to stay home, and found a place to train, just a few minutes away from the Philippine Senate. The past weeks he did road work in the morning, attended hearings in the day and trained at night. Pacquiao arrives in Los Angeles Saturday evening, giving him enough time to rest and shake things off the following day before resuming training at the Wild Card Gym on Monday. Sparring resumes Tuesday when Pacquiao begins to taper down inside the ring. Strength and conditioning remains in high gear with the 8-division champion still expected to do a couple of runs up and down Griffith Park in the coming week. Thank you for watching videos. You remember the likes and comments below. Thanks.